And welcome. Come on in for today's live. It feels like ages. It's only a week. I didn't do a live last week, which I will tell you why it was, because this is very much relating to today's topic. Why it didn't happen last week. Many things are happening, life in the village. It might be intense as well, and I am really using any opportunity to go to the people, to speak, to give more classes, and to really share this beautiful gift of free movement expression and this beautiful and empowering wisdom of embodiment and knowledge. So some flies, some mosquitoes sometimes some other insects, so a lot of variety. So I see you're coming. Hello everyone, welcome. Of course, feel free to ask any questions. I will be answering the questions also today. Today is more like chilled. Hello, good to see you. And in the end, I will make a special announcement. I have a Christmas gift for you. It's gonna be tomorrow, and it's gonna be a very special event, a very special thing. So I will stay till the end so you know what it is and that you are joining me tomorrow as well. I guess it's just still kind of weird for me that it's like middle of the summer here and it's Christmas, so for me it doesn't really feel like this. I come from Poland, so usually it was just really really cold. It is, I think now it is cold when people tell me it is cold and it might be snowy, so like here it just feels like constant vacation all the time. So that's a good tip. Like if you wanna have, there's a tip for, it's a, how do you say, like hack, life hack. Oh, that's what you say. It's a life hack for a great life. Make your life a constant vacation. Move somewhere where you feel like it's giving you this vibe of vacation, and then even if you work, it's just a completely different thing. And this is the thing that I'm always telling, what I'm always saying during free movement expression, that you need to be relaxing through the movement. You need to be actually relaxing through whatever you're doing. So our default state should be relaxation. So that's why we should be living through relaxation. And this is how, when we relax, then we can actually start expanding. There is space, and it's all about creating more and more space. So this is what I'm always saying, like deep breath. It's such a very common thing, right? Everybody says it, but it's just it's really so powerful, because it's about creating this internal space, and where you get to expand, and then you create this space, and then you can expand more and more. And then the posture is so important. It is really giving you this right orientation in life, because it's really, everything is written, everything is stored, everything is saved in our bodies, our whole life history, and on top of it, our ancestors' history as well. Like everything that we carry in the bones, in the tissues. This is really a real thing, because sometimes you might be wondering why I am behaving in a certain way that comes from the unconscious. And this is one of the reasons that we have so many things written, stored in our system. And the whole work of embodiment, the whole work of holistic living, of raw lifestyle, raw vegan lifestyle, is about decoding these things. It's about releasing, it's about cleaning, it's about purification. That's why fasting also is such a powerful practice, that you get to really release these things and throw them out, and become more and more free from these unconscious behaviors, and really expand more in life. So let me refer to free movement expression. So if it comes to okay, I tell you first why the previous week live didn't happen. So I was in a individual, personal, in-person immersion, a Goddess Day. This is an offer that you can find on my website. It's called a Goddess Day, and it is amazing. It is an amazing experience. The program of the day is consulted individually with every person. So my last client, she wanted to go through deeper embodiment process. She wanted to connect more with her intuition and with the expression aspect of the movement and of herself. She wanted also to connect more to her feminine, in general more intuitive, and through that she's on a search, she's on a process of discovering her purpose, of connecting with her purpose. Because actually I really feel once I connected with my purpose, it just feels like it was always there. So it's not really like, searching for it, like outsourcing it. No, it's actually going more inwards and really feeling and connecting with what's really there already and what is your talent. And it's really, really important, because I really see that the new era, the new paradigm of living is about connecting to your talent and living by it. And a disclaimer, it doesn't necessarily mean fame. It doesn't necessarily mean only money is just a byproduct of that. So it's your purpose, your talent should not be, it's not connected that you do something just for money. It doesn't work like that. I actually used to, even within already the holistic field, I was sometimes doing things, like doing jobs that they would be connected primarily with the money, and I felt like, okay, the money is gratifying me so that I can continue doing this, but actually it's always, you are trading part of your soul as well in that case. So it's really worth it to really connect with your purpose, and then you are actually being energized. And this is the same thing that is happening in free movement expression. So if you're really connected with your intuitive movement, then you are actually being energized through the movement, through the practice, in opposed of only giving out the energy and like kind of wasting it, let's say, which is leading to exhaustion, which is leading to overstimulation of the system, which is leading to raising the level of cortisol, which is also putting you in the constant stress, which is putting you into chronic inflammation, which is a disease basically. Because imagine your system is all the time on fire, and this is when your joint starts to hurt. This is where pretty much everything starts to hurt, because it's so acidic, and the acid is creating this, the acidic environment is creating all these aches basically. So that's why it's so important to always bring more and more consciousness, to always bring more and more awareness to everything that you are doing. So coming to the process that we went through with my beautiful client, so the thing is, okay, because there were so let's refer to another thing first. So how the free movement expression classes are working, because she came to me through the free movement expression classes. So first she was in a group situation, and then through this she felt she wants to go deeper individually. This is very beautiful, and this is amazing thing you can do for yourself. You can join the group classes. This is like your day-to-day practice. Also, practicing with the group it's giving completely different energy, because then we can also feel more of the it's a different work with spatial awareness. It's a different way of working with spatial intelligence when there are more people involved as well. So this is something I really enjoy to share and to do as well. So every constellation is actually working perfectly and beautifully if it comes to free movement expression. So if it's individual, if it's group, if it's small group, if it's bigger group, if it's huge group, everything works so great because it gives different insights. Also, what is the most which is basic, which is the most important basic in free movement expression, is the expansion of the vocabulary, of movement vocabulary. Because what I see day to day, people who never really researched their bodies, their movement, they don't really know the possibilities, how they can actually be moving. And this is what I see such a big improvement during the classes, or throughout the time when somebody is participating in the classes, is that they start to see more possibilities. They start to really feel the possibilities, and they start to open because they get more courage, because what we are practicing and what we were practicing during the immersion with my clients specifically is this sharpness of decision, because this is intuition, this is part of the intuition. If we want to be, people very often say, I want to be spontaneous. And how to be spontaneous? In order to be spontaneous, you need to be able to make a decision very sharply. You need to be able to, it's this, you see, like intuition, it doesn't come in that case. It doesn't come with this thinking process. It just comes straight from the body, comes straight from the heart, and you just go for the thing. And we were practicing this a lot, and this is also what I practiced during the classes themselves. But the thing when you go into an individual immersion is that everything is guided specifically for you. Everything is guided specifically for you, and you are getting individual feedback, so therefore you can go much deeper. And then this translates beautifully for the classes. So once you get the individual feedback, then you can go into the classes and also other practices with so much more awareness. And so free movement expression is really helping you to connect with the intuition. So first through sharpening your decision process, and for you to be able to make these decisions and to really go for whatever comes to you, the things that you can channel, which translates again then to really be connected with your inner self, with your that will allow you to connect to your purpose and to your talent. So this is very important. Let me see what is the next point here. Also, especially in Europe, especially in Western world, Western civilization, where we are so much more mind-oriented, it is very important that we find more spaces, that we find more tools to connect to non-verbal expression. And this is what free movement expression is helping you explore so much more, that you get to communicate through corporal expression, through your body, that you really start to understand the language better, your body language better. And I'm not saying only like the social aspect of the body language, it's so much deeper that I'm referring to. It's not just about the gestures. It's really about understanding. It always comes back to really always be feeding your awareness, and always in whatever you are doing, always adding more and going towards, like, really turning yourself towards the conscious, towards the light, the conscious stand. Because the moment you go into the unconscious, this is when exactly you can injure yourself. This is when you gonna eat unhealthy stuff. This is when you gonna react to something in a reactive way, right? In an unconscious way. And if you are connected to your intuition, in order to be connected to your intuition, you need to be present. And free movement expression really helps you to achieve this beautifully, to be present. This is one of the most common feedback that I'm getting, is that I feel so present. And people very often would say that they were in their head so much, and they come to the practice and they are more in their bodies, they are more connected, they are more centered. And the monkey mind, it's so much easier to shut it down for some time at least. So these are all the things that are helping you to really enhance your intuition, to really get more connected, and to really start to thrive, because then it's just so much easier to discover your purpose, to work by your talent. And if you are already doing this, then to sustain it, it's the free movement expression is helping you, because it's such a powerful tool. So it doesn't matter if you are if you are just a beginner and you want to start your journey, your adventure with expressing yourself through the conscious movement, or if you are advanced, even if you are already a yoga teacher, even if you are already a professional athlete, if you are a person that professionally deals with body, a fitness trainer, whatever your profession is, whatever you do in life as your physical activity, free movement expression is a beautiful addition to this, which might turn into your base practice. Actually, it's an addition and the base in the same time, because then it's always about, even if you go to the gym, then you need to bring more and more awareness always, because otherwise, I'm gonna repeat it more and more times, because this is like what I see all the time. This is a straight way to injure yourself. Not only physically, also mentally, but I mean mostly physically, and it is really easy to avoid this. It's simple, maybe not easy. Let's put it that way, because everything that I talk about, it's actually very, very, very simple. It's not always so easy to execute, but with time, it becomes easier and easier. It's only in the beginning that it might feel really complicated, because if you don't know what to do, then of course it's complicated, and it's so much misinformation happening. It's so much contradicting information everywhere around, right? So life on the earth is not an easy ride. It's not an easy ride, definitely. And my mission here is to help you, to guide you on the most conscious, on the most beautiful, fulfilling path that you can be living in this human experience. Because otherwise, otherwise it's just like a waste of time, right? In a bigger context, in a multidimensional context, that it's really, really important that we bring more and more consciousness, because then it's the moment that the life itself becomes so much more valuable, and you give the value to it, which is completely priceless, completely out of this world, let's say. Words are never really that precise to express exactly what it is, because that's why I love body expression so much. That's why I love movement expression so much. It's because it goes beyond the words. Because it's always a very interesting challenge for me that I really, really enjoy. I love to speak to you and I love explaining things, but most effective way of working, I find the hybrid type of work, which is movement, which is the experience, which is the raw experience. The experience comes first and you just get to throw yourself into the experience, into the movement, and then within the time comes the talking and explaining. So this type of working is definitely the best, and that's why the embodiment mentoring is working so amazingly, because the paradigm of just talking, of just being in the mind, it's already outdated. It's done. It's not 100% effective. It can help, great, but it's not 100% effective. We need to go to the body. We need to touch the spirit, to touch the soul, and we need to be in the body, mind, soul awareness triad as much as possible all the time. And free movement expression is helping you to do it greatly with my guidance, with my help, where I'm constantly reminding you about this, because otherwise when you are alone, if you are in the environment that is not supporting you on this holistic life journey, it might be really easy to fall off and to forget and to stress yourself and to go into the mind too much. So when you are in this friendly and loving and welcoming environment, this is where you can start to really thrive, because I am actually supporting you actively and the community is supporting you actively. This is what is happening in the membership. This is what is happening during the classes, regular classes, but especially the membership, the Embodiment Club membership, the sanctuary for your body, mind, and soul, is the place where you are constantly reminded and you are supported on your body, mind, soul empowerment connection journey with free movement expression, weekly practices, with weekly Q&A, and with a monthly masterclass on deepening the topics of holistic well-being and holistic well-being embodiment, and constant access to community which is supporting you. So this is another way how you can enhance your connection to your intuition and actually discover this for yourself, because this is such a beautiful path. It's such an individual path, and you are only going to explore this. Again, it's experiential. You have to experience. It's not about talking about it. You have to actually come, move your body. Or the same with meditation. You have to actually sit and meditate, and you have to experience this, and you have to really just go for this now, because trying doesn't count. This earth is about doing, this earth is about experiencing. So you need to be doing things in order to expand and in order to bring more and more consciousness to your life. Let me see if there's okay. So last point that I have here in my notes is, and what we were really experiencing very strongly during the immersion, the Goddess Day immersion last week with my client, with my one-on-one client, is that we put ourselves in a childlike state. We went to the beach the whole day. When I'm in the tropics, I recommend to pass these days specifically on the beach, or in general, the best if it's happening in the wild nature. We were in the place where for 6-7 hours nobody passed. We started at the sunrise with the sun gazing, then the meditation, then a practice started already with building the vocabulary, feeding the body, awakening the body, and then we were just deepening the expression and the free movement expression in all its beautiful spectrum. And I'm always amazed how deep you can go, how always deeper you can go. The more I practice with the clients, is actually always so much deeper, and like so many possibilities, like it's infinite possibilities that always are arising. And it's really it's for me, it's just such a great pleasure, and I am so passionate about sharing this with you and guiding you on this beautiful journey. So the childlike state is crucial for connecting to your intuition, and this is referring to the sharpness of the decisions and really to be doing what you feel you want to do, really following these instincts, the impulses. Like, this is a great practice also to be doing sometimes, that put yourself in this state of awareness, in this state of presence, that you do whatever first thing comes to you that you want to do, without these censorships of like, oh, but it's maybe not appropriate. Of course, I mean, let's say you are on the beach, you are in the forest, and I'm talking about stuff like you feel like you want to touch the ground, but you would be like, oh no, but I'm gonna get dirty, but my hand, like I should, maybe I don't know, catch some disease, or, you know, stuff like this. Like, so much conditioning would come. No, you pass this and you just touch the ground. I'm actually doing this here. I'm sitting on a sand. I'm sitting on the ground. Yeah, so speaking of the intuition, also sitting on the ground, walking barefoot. When I started to walk barefoot again for most of the time, actually whole time here in the village, I feel like my nervous system is resetting, and how much more information I am able to channel when I am actually in this contact with the ground. So the same test. You feel like, oh, I want to lie down on the ground. You are in the forest, you are at the beach. Oh, I want to lie down on the ground. You go for it. No? That's the practice that I'm saying, what is sharpening your decision-making process. Oh, hello. There are some questions. What role does embodiment play in accessing and trusting our inner wisdom, and how can we integrate this practice into our daily lives? So, specifically embodiment, so yeah, the whole life was pretty much giving you the examples, but the embodiment, since it's about expanding your sensory capacities, it is about connecting really with your essence. This process itself plays a crucial role in accessing and trusting your inner wisdom. Because if you can sense and you have this awareness and you bring more consciousness always to everything, this is your inner wisdom. Then you are connected. Because you can channel, you're ready, you're present, and you are available. The divine energy can flow through you, and you are ready. You can go for it. That's the thing. It's very simple. The thing is how to sustain it, how to maintain it, that I am always ready, that I am always in that state, without the monkey mind, without some distractions. Because what I see also these days, especially the distraction, we need to be practicing a lot concentration and focus. This is what is our superpower these days. I mean, it always used to be, but these days, because of so many distractions that are so easy, so many notifications always coming, so much light pollution, so much noises, so much commercials all the time. Like, I'm here, I'm free from this. As I said, like, I live on the beach that there's kilometers of wild beach, so no stimulation really. I go for 2 hours walk, I don't meet anybody. And this is what we did with my client as well. We went to this spot and we spent 7 hours on this beach without anybody passing even. So this is really an amazing situation. But anyway, focus and concentration, you can train it anyway, with meditation, with free movement expression and embodiment practices. And how to integrate this practice into our daily lives. Bring more presence, bring more awareness to everything you are doing. So if you are walking, if you are whatever, you always need to use your body, whatever you are doing. So whatever you are doing, always bring more awareness, and this is the simplest thing you can do, and this is also the ultimate goal, because then you end up being conscious for all the for like the whole time, or for most of the times. Okay guys, like the wind is coming. There was actually some small rain already in the meantime. I will be finishing here because I want to make a special announcement tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST, which is 2 p.m. ET, or the Brazilian time, which is 8 p.m. Central European time. I will be joined by one and only Miss Fit Vegan. She's an ultimate precursor of raw vegan lifestyle. She's absolutely amazing, and I have an order to interview her during live tomorrow, and I invite you to join. And the topic will be very special since she's a raw vegan coach. She's a raw vegan lifestyle propagator, as I said. She's the best person to talk about it, how to really make it sustainable, how to really make it lasting and easy, simple, easy. She's the master of it. She's a queen of fruit, and she will be joining me tomorrow, and I will have an honor to ask her a few questions on raw vegan lifestyle. And I think the date is just perfect because it's 24th of December tomorrow, so it's the Christmas time, and this is also the perfect time to talk about it, and also to understand and to really set your priorities right? Because for our bodies, it doesn't really matter if it's Christmas or not. It's another day. So if you're going to stuff yourself with all this unhealthy food, you're gonna suffer. So I see you tomorrow. I'm super happy for this, and it's a special live. And I also now thank you for joining today. It's such a pleasure to talk to you and share the embodiment, free movement, expression, wisdom and knowledge. And I see you next time. I see you tomorrow at 12 p.m. EST. Bye bye. Thank you.